It's my pleasure to welcome you all. Today, we are going to read a book titled, Why to Worry. Please like and subscribe to this channel for new video updates. Once upon a time, there were two good friends, Cricket and Grasshopper. Grasshopper had an apartment in the trunk of hollow tree. Cricket lived in a cozy cellar beneath a rock. They were good friends, but different, as you will see. Cricket always worried. Grasshopper never did. One morning, Grasshopper called to her friend. "Hi Cricket, isn't this a fine day? Just perfect for little spring cleaning." "I don't know, Grasshopper. I have a feeling something terrible is going to happen today." "Don't be silly," Grasshopper replied. "What could happen on a fine day like this? Let's have some flower tea. Tea will do you good." "Yes," Cricket said. "It might calm my nervous." Cricket shut the cellar door and set off for Grasshopper's house. As soon as he stepped outside, a crow swooped down and snatched him up. "I knew this would happen," Cricket said, as the crow flew away with him. "Let him go, you wicked bird," Grasshopper shouted from her window. The crow snatched her up too. "I'm sorry to have caused all this trouble," Cricket said. "It's no trouble at all. Everything will turn out all right. You'll see." Grasshopper waved her feathered duster at the crow. "Let us go, you ridiculous bird." Achoo! The crow gave a tremendous sneeze. Cricket and Grasshopper went tumbling down, down, down. "We'll be smashed to bits," Cricket cried. "Don't worry," Grasshopper said. "We'll come out swimmingly." And they did. The two friends splashed down in the middle of a pond. "There," said Grasshopper. "Didn't I tell you not to worry?" "But I can't swim," bubbled Cricket. "Now that you mention it, neither can I," said Grasshopper. "But I'm sure something will turn up." And something did. A fish swallowed them up in one gulp. "It's awfully dark in here," Cricket whispered. "Musty too," Grasshopper agreed. Cricket began to cry. "I feel so nervous and upset." There. Grasshopper put her arms around Cricket. "Have a good cry? You'll feel better." Cricket moaned. "We'll be trapped here forever." "We'll get out," Grasshopper said. "We just have to wait a bit." So they waited, and waited, and waited. Suddenly, they felt a tremendous tossing and shaking. "What's going on?" cried Cricket. "We'll find out soon enough," said Grasshopper. Indeed they did. The fish was caught on the end of a hook. It trashed and leaped, but it was no use. The fish was lifted out of the water. They saw a flash of light, followed by voices. "Hey, there are bugs inside this fish. Don't let them get away." A hand thrust Cricket and Grasshopper into an empty jar. A lid closed over them. "I don't feel well," said Cricket. Grasshopper jumped up and down. "Hello out there, could you give us some air?" The lid began to turn. "Thank goodness," said Cricket. Before they could say a word, the two friends were pulled from the jar, shoved into a plastic bag, and tied to the tail of a kite. The kite lifted off the ground. Cricket shut his eyes tight. "Oh, dear," Cricket moaned as the kite rose higher and higher. "I knew something terrible was going to happen. I should have stayed home." Now, Grasshopper said. "It's not so bad. We're getting to see the world. And when we get home, we'll have so many adventures to talk about." We'll never get home, said Cricket. He began to cry. Don't cry, Cricket. Look how high we are, said Grasshopper. We're above the treetops. The pond looks like a drop of dew. Oh, Cricket, open your eyes. It's wonderful. I think I'm going to throw up, said Cricket. A gust of wind caught the kite. The string snapped. The kite sailed up, up, up. Above the trees. Above the clouds. Cricket shrieked with fright. But Grasshopper wasn't worried. I love flying, don't you, Cricket? Cricket didn't answer. His eyes were clamped shut. Time passed. The kite stopped moving. Cricket opened his eyes. They were wrapped around a branch. There was something familiar about the tree and the rock beside it. Cricket jumped for joy. Look where we are, we're home. Grasshopper sighed. I know. You don't sound happy about it, Cricket said. It's nice to be home, Grasshopper replied. But I was having such a wonderful time on our adventure that I hoped it might last a little longer. I never thought I'd see home again, Cricket said. Grasshopper took his hand. Don't you see, you didn't have to worry. Now let's climb down and have our cup of tea. I'd like that, Cricket said. But what? You don't think it will be too hot, do you? Oh, Cricket, Grasshopper laughed. You don't have to worry. And do you know, it was just right. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to click on bell icon for new video updates.